Hi, in this video, we will talk about interface in Java. Okay, what is interface? So when you see, an interface defines a contract that a class needs to conform to. Means an interface is a contract, or you can say kind of template, and a class has to follow this contract or this template. So that is called interface. An interface defines a list of methods that need to be implemented but does not define the methods implementation. So an interface will have multiple methods. Okay, list of methods means multiple methods it may contain, and those are not implemented. Okay, those are empty methods, those are not implemented. How we write in the abstract classes, we will write abstract methods, right? The same way. An interface needs to be declared using the interface keyword. So how you define an interface, right? For that, we have one of the keywords called interface. We need to use that keyword to define an interface. Methods of an interface are always public. Okay, all the methods, whatever you write inside the interface should be public. Why these methods should be public? The reason is we will not have any implementation for these methods. We need to implement these methods in another class. So if you want to access these methods to another class, then these should be public visibility. Then only other classes can access these methods. Because of that, these are public. In the class definition, we need to use implements keyword to implement the interface. So implements also used to kind of what you say inheritance, but in inheritance we will use extends. Means for the class you will use extends, for an interface you need to use implements. That is the difference. Interface is pure abstract class. So what do you mean by pure abstract class? When you talk about abstract class may contain both abstract methods and concrete methods. But in interface, you cannot write concrete methods, only abstract methods. Because of that, interface is pure abstract class. Okay. If you go back and revisit abstract class, abstract methods, then you will see the difference between these two. Abstract class abstract class may contain concrete methods and abstract methods, but in interface you will have only abstract methods. So can achieve multiple inheritance using interface. So in our previous videos we discussed that multiple inheritance is not possible in Java using classes, but with the help of interfaces you can achieve multiple inheritance. So in our next videos we will see this topic. Okay, so we'll take an example and understand what exactly interface, how it will work. So for this, let me go to Visual Studio Code. So here I created one interface called Maruti. Okay, so normally how the class will be like this, class Maruti. But if you want to represent an interface, instead of class you need to use interface. Okay, so inside that you will have multiple methods according to your requirement. So let me write few methods. I'll write void engine capacity, and you need to terminate here itself. You do not have any implementation. And another one is void wheels, something like this. Okay, so let me just compile this one. So where I am, let me go to this interface demo, copy path. Okay, so Java C Maruti.java. So no problem, right? Nothing. So now what we'll do, how we did inheritance means we have created a class and we used extends keyword and we achieved inheritance. The same way you can do here also. And abstract class means you need to extend and you need to implement all the unimplemented methods inside the abstract class. But here each and every method you need to implement. The reason is all methods are abstract methods in the interface. Okay, let me copy this. When you go to auto.java, sorry, public void engine capacity, I will write system.out.println something like 1000 cc vehicle or car, whatever it is. Okay, this is fine, but from where this method is coming? Right, this method has to come from Maruti, right? But how you'll get this one? If I say extends Maruti, okay, and let me compile this now. You see that error, no interface expected here, also extends Maruti, also extends Maruti. Here you have used Maruti, but you are using extends. Extends means you need to extend a class, but Maruti is an interface. So it is what it is saying, no interface expected here. Here I'm expecting class. The reason is you used extends. Okay, so if you want to inherit an interface, you need to use implements. Another keyword called implements. Okay, for an interface, you need to use implements. For a class, you need to use extends. And Maruti is an interface, so you need to use implements. So go again and try to compile this. You see that? Also is, alto is not abstract and does not override abstract method wheels in Maruti. So this is not an abstract class. Abstract means you may have unimplemented methods, but this is a class. You need to implement everything, whatever you have written inside the interface. So because of that, it is saying error related to Maruti. So what I need to do, I need to implement this one also. Public void so now system.out.println and then wheels, I say 4-wheel vehicle, something like that. Okay, so I implemented wheels also. Now if you compile this one, you will not get any error. You see that it compiled successfully. Apart from these things, you might have your own, right? Public void, what is a AC option, something like that. Right, this is a concrete class. So let me copy here from here. I can implement whatever I want. Non-AC vehicle, something like that. Right. If you compile, now also no problem. Right. You have to implement these methods. The reason is you are implementing Maruti. Right. And I'll try to implement same things in the Balin also. Okay. I can say this is something like the 1200 cc and this is AC vehicle. Here also I need to implements Maruti. Right. If I go here and Java C baleno.java, it will compile, no problem. Okay. So this is how you can create an interface. You will have some template, means you have to implement these methods when you implement this Marut. So I implemented this interface. So I have to implement these two methods which are there inside the interface. Same way, these two methods, apart from this concrete class can contain another methods or may not. So now I'll try to create an object and execute. Okay. So here alto a is equals to new alto and a dot engine capacity, a dot wheels, a dot AC option. And the same way, I can say baleno B is equals to new and B dot engine capacity, B dot wheels, B dot AC option. All right, that's all. So go back here, Java C vehicle dot Java, compiled successfully, Java vehicle. You see that I'm getting all the output. These three are related to alto, these three related to baleno. Right. This is how you can create an interface like this, interface and the interface name and all unimplemented methods. Okay. And here I implemented all these methods. And here also all the methods are implemented as I implementing this one. And I need to, I created an object and executed successfully. Okay. So this is how you need to explain an interface. Okay. So let me go back to the PPT. What could be the possible interview questions? What is an interface in Java? What is abstract class in Java? Difference between abstract class and interface. Okay. So we will see difference between abstract class and interface in our next video. And apart from that, what is the advantage when you use interface? You can achieve multiple inheritance. So after that, we will see how we can achieve multiple inheritance using interface. Okay. That's all in this video. Thank you.